the song first starts off with the chorus, and it starts off in a G. You reign over all the earth, we sing it. So it's going to be G to C, and then E minor, and then D, and then C. Singing, you reign, justice and peace you bring in, you reign, Holy One, you reign. So they kind of build it up. So the first chord is a G, and then goes to a C, and then an E minor, to a D, and then back to C, and then build it up. So you can do that to C2, and you just slide it up 2 frets. And then the main riff is so right here you go up to the 12th fret of the G string and the 12th fret of the B string. Okay, so it starts with the G and it goes 2 times and then it goes back and forth. So it'll go ba 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 do 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 ba ba, and then it goes on the 13th fret. Okay. There's a little pull off there. Okay? And that's basically the whole intro riff. So it's gonna do this 3 times. 1, 2, that's the 3rd time. Okay, now the 4th time around you go. So that same pattern, bop, 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 bop. Instead of right here, you take your first finger down to the B string of the 8th fret, and then your pinky finger on the E string of the 10th fret. 8th and 10th fret. Okay, on the 8th and 10th fret. Last 2 strings. Then it goes back up. Then it lets that last note ring out. So for the verse, all it really is 1 string, and they're just doing 16th notes. Okay, and it's the B string, and it is on the 8th fret, and you're going to be on the 8th fret, sliding up to the 10th, and then going back down to the 8th, and going to the 7th, and going to the 8th. Okay, so make sure you have your palm muted and just, steady 8th notes. Okay, so for the pre-chorus, it's going to be having a type of tremolo type of guitar sound. Okay, it's going to be a D chord to an E minor, back to D, and then an F, and then you end off in a C. A C2, sort of. Okay, so it goes, you're above anything thrown my way, victorious, I live to stand in your ways. So when you're coming back back to the chorus, it's a G, then a C, E minor to D, and then back to C. Okay? So it goes. To the intro for the guitar. Now when you come back to the main guitar riff, you remember how we did the 3 times first. 3 times, and then you go down to the 8th and 10th fret. Now instead of going to the 8th and 10th fret, when you come back that second time, there's going to be a little extra riff. So ba, 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 ba. So what that is you're going to hit every note twice, and it's just a major scale. So one more time. So before we go on to the bridge, there's this little instrumental part that happens right before then. And all it is a D chord, an E minor, then a C. A C2, really. And you let it ring out. That second time you do that, you just do a D chord, and you do a little run. Okay, really simple run. So you start off on the G string of the 7th fret, okay, and you slide up to the 9th, then you go to the 8th fret of that B string, and then you go from 8th to 10th to the 12th, and then go from the 8th and 10th from the last 2 strings. Okay, one more time. It's all sliding up. So it's... Okay, so all together it should sound like this. So for the bridge part, it goes, your kingdom come, your will be done, Jesus reign over me. It's going to be a G. Your kingdom come, your will be done, Jesus reign over me. Then to C. Your kingdom come, your will be done, Jesus reign over me. Then an E minor.